to Ducks and Dashes. Now, I was going through my mother's stuff, paperwork, and I found a letter from a cousin of mine who lives abroad. And I thought it was quite amusing. And she said how a couple were rowing in their home one Sunday. And this really got louder and louder. And the lady was heard to say, "What? Sex? Sex? You'll get sex when the boy next door walks on the moon." The name of the boy that lived next door was Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong.
Had you heard that one?
Yeah, I haven't heard that story, but what Neil Armstrong, one giant step for mankind, I can't remember the exact wording, but one giant step for man, one small step for mankind, something like that, and one giant step for mankind, isn't it, or something?
Yes, I can't think what it was now.
I think it says one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yes, that's right. That
That's
sounds
it,
about
yeah.
right. Yes.
He died, didn't he? But the only guy alive from that Apollo 11 mission is Buzz Aldrin,
Yeah?
and he's 96 now, I believe.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, from my memory, the history, when I was in Kenya, I used to watch on black and white television, and we watched the moon landing because everything was shown live at that time. And we saw the program, them putting the flag, them jumping up. Yeah.
That's right.
And it was a successful mission, but cost a lot of money, didn't it? The Apollo mission.
Yes.
Yeah. The space program actually started way back in 1960s, 61, when JFK, John Kennedy, wanted America to explore further. One of his best wishes was for people to travel into space, you see. And it used to be a race between Russia and USSR, as it was known then, and USA, who gets to do this moon landing first. And I think it was quite a bit competitive thing at that time.
It was.
Russia started with sending 2 dogs in space.
Yes, that's
During
right.
the Sputnik program, if you remember.
Yes, I remember.
And one of the most successful was USS sent a chimpanzee which traveled around the moon and came back.
Yes.
So obviously Apollo 11 was the most successful one where they actually landed human beings. But prior to that, they had done moon landing in the previous Apollo programs. There's been disasters as well. Apollo 13 actually had an explosion on board, and luckily they're able to get everybody safely back to ground and that.
That's right.
So, but my concern with this space program would be all that money being spent. They've spent billions. And I mean, the Apollo mission itself, I was reading up, was over $200 billion, and that was in 1970s.
Really? Yeah.
And that money, if would look at it with inflation, would be almost $1 trillion.
Yes.
And it could be. So while it's good for exploration and going out to space and everything, do you think it actually helps us in our lifetime? Probably not. What do you think?
Well, probably in our lifetime, though, because I think it will take quite a lot of years for anything to come back out of it. But that's a shame. I guess I won't be around then, but that would be that's a shame because I won't be able to see it.
Obviously, the exploration, obviously the Artemis program they've just done where they went around the other side of the moon and came back in 10 days.
Yeah.
And obviously when they enter the Earth space, when they come through the space line and the capsule starts burning, that's the most heroic moment where it can be dangerous, could explode. But luckily, the trial one, the plat itself, when they came down, was completely burnt. So they obviously modified it, and the 4 crew people who landed successfully.
Yeah.
It's quite experienced, I understand that, but it's going to take another 50 years before actually they can start doing something on the moon, I reckon. I don't think it's going to be next 10, 15, 20 years.
No, I don't either.
And I think that money could be used personally, wisely in helping third world countries, helping the economy, the climate, change everything else. It can help, I think.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's got its pluses, but for me, they should think twice, yeah?
Yes, but the thing is, they waste so much money on other things anyway, don't they? You know, the thing they don't use any money that they've got for the real benefit of people. To be
No,
honest, do they?
no. It's all paid money anyway, isn't it? So it's not even real money sometimes. It's just, I don't know, figure comes out of thin air. But take the space station. Last year was its 25th anniversary.
Yes, it was,
And it's
wasn't it?
been still orbiting the Earth. And there's been crews currently, that's been about 5, 6 months. I mean, there was a case, I think year and a half ago, they couldn't get docking into the space station. And the
That's right.
crew was stuck there for a long time.
Yes,
And they
yes,
luckily managed to get them back. But I mean, obviously, I mean, that's a good project. And then obviously, you can see it sometimes in the night sky,
yeah, you can.
the space station. And obviously, I mean, they must be doing some experiments and everything on there. And obviously, a lot of it's secretive work. So we don't know what exactly they do.
I know, but
Hopefully,
what an
one day,
opportunity. Eh?
maybe in our second generation from us, there'll be people living on the moon. Who knows?
Well, yeah, maybe.
But I mean, the space program, you see all this, the Hubble telescope that went all the way far beyond the galaxy, and all the
Yeah.
beautiful pictures of Saturn, Jupiter that were shown. I mean,
Yes,
there's some amazing photography actually,
yes.
and it's fascinating, really fascinates me.
Yeah, I love it.
Huh?
I'm really into space travel. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, take this SpaceX program, Elon Musk one. They send all
Yes,
these people. It costs about 500,000 to send one person to do a just 60 minute, I think it's 60-minute journey back and forth.
yeah, yes.
I don't
It
know
just
whether I
costs
have the
hunting
guts to
up.
go into space if I had that sort of money. I don't know.
Yeah,
Would you?
yeah,
You would.
probably.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, that would be such an
That's
experience.
an experience one could do. What else was there? Yeah, the space shuttles they created. Remember the space shuttle program? One completely exploded and people died, didn't they? Can't remember the
Yes,
number.
yes, there was one.
Yeah,
No, I can't think which one it was now.
yeah. I mean, I've seen this model of space shuttle when I went to Kennedy Space Center in when was it? Must have been 2000 something. But 20 years ago, I went to the Kennedy Space Station. I believe you've been there, haven't you?
Yes, yes, I've been there.
Good experience?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yes,
mean,
yes, I liked it very much. Mind you, that was a blazing hot day when we were there,
uh,
really hot.
yeah,
And yeah, we had to try and get out of the sun. It was so, really bad. But other than that, it was fantastic.
yeah.
Did you go into the, oh gosh, I've forgotten what it was called, but it's a fun thing.
They do this, what you call the G-force thing. You sit
Yes,
in the capsule and you experience the G-forces they apparently get. I mean, I was listening to the commander of the Artemis, and he said when they were coming down, he was experiencing 4 to 6 G-force. I said, oh, there's a lot of pressure on their body, isn't it?
absolutely. I've done aerobatics in a plane,
Yeah,
and not me personally flying it, but as a passenger.
okay,
And the small amount of G-force that we get compared to the shuttles,
yeah,
the space people, that was something else. It felt that like your head was going down into your shoulders. We were doing loop-the-loops and everything. It was great fun. Great
I
fun.
think they're planning the next one with the Artemis program to land on the moon, I believe.
Were they right?
I
Yes,
think so. Either next one or the one after. They're probably planning another moon landing. Mind you, the last one was 1969, wasn't it?
it was.
And it's
Yes.
taken how many years?
Yeah. Well, these things don't
I
happen
think money has
overnight.
been, obviously money is an issue as well, but well, let's see what happens where it gets us.
Yes.
And I mean, there have been missions to Mars as well, haven't they? Land was one of those rovers on Mars to do the sampling and everything.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's a hell lot of long journey that took
That is a
a
long journey.
long time.
Yes.
Look, anyway, I don't think I've got it yet, but it's an interesting topic, and you can go well into that. There's so much. Oh, there is a history about as well. There's a tradition that Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, started.
Oh, yes, that's right.
The Russian, he was the first man that went around in space.
That's right. Yes, he did.
The story goes that on his way to the space station, he had to stop at his coach. He had to urinate on the right-hand tire. And it's a tradition that every space person has followed since. And in case of women, they have to use a urinal. I was just reading whether it's true story or not, but it is on one of the space website pages.
Yes, yeah. I had heard that actually, but I'd forgotten all about it. Yes. Yeah.
So, there's in 1971, one of the American astronauts actually took a makeshift golf club on his spacecraft and played a golf shot.
Yes. That's right.
There's some interesting stories if you read into it. So,
Yes, there is. Yeah. There we are. You could go and play your golf on the moon.
no, I think not going to happen. But yeah, you can dream about it, can't we?
You can. Yes.
All right then, Lynn, I think I have exhausted myself on this topic. There is so many things, but I can't remember everything, but you could go step by step as a historical thing. But I think for us, this is just a fun way of how space program has evolved and what's happening, and hopefully new Artemis programs become more frequent and we see man land on the moon again.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. I would really love one of these big telescopes. We've got the land. I could put one up.
Yeah. Okay, Doc. I'll say bye for now.
Okay. Yes. All right. And it's a bye from me too. See you next week.